Hello friend, today we're going to learn how to unlock absolutely everything in Guardians Frontline as quickly as possible. You might know that there's different kind of points in the game. There's experience points, there's minerals, there's research points, there's even something called influence points. Experience points will give you new ranks all the way from cadet to master, and these ranks in turn will give you new units and structures for you to build. You also unlock new avatars you can use. Minerals are used to buy weapons and customize your ship. The developers have said that in update number 1, that has to refer to some kind of a bigger, more significant update, possibly a content update. There's going to be new and more ways to use your minerals. So if you're feeling rich, don't worry, there's going to be new ways for you to use all your savings. Research points are used to upgrade your weapons, units, and even buildings. The developers have said that there's going to be new things you can research in the future, so keep racking up those research points as well. Finally, we have influence points. They count towards a galaxy reward. If you have enough influence points, you will be granted a galaxy reward after the galaxy conquest is over. The galaxy reward is an avatar. The first time you complete Galaxy Conquest, you're gonna get the first Galaxy Reward, the second time, the second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. Eventually, you're gonna catch them all. All this makes it even more fun to contribute to Galaxy Conquest together with the whole community. You gain experience every time you play the game, and you're gonna get more experience the better you do. It used to be that you get double experience points if you complete the mission successfully. So you want to be winning these missions as often as possible. Gaining experience is way more fun when you play together with other people, so do remember to keep co-op enabled if you start your own game, and of course you can also continue joining other people's games. While the game does have a 10-tier ranking system, you actually don't have to have all the ranks to unlock everything. So there's a little bit of grinding, but not that much, and together with other people it's gonna be actually super fun, and you're gonna be done with it in no time. I do recommend you to play Galaxy Conquest as much as possible, because on top of it giving all the different types of points, you actually also get a bonus reward. The bonus reward can be experience, minerals, or research points. You will see it ahead of time. And some of the rewards are actually multiplied based on how difficult the game was, what difficulty setting you happen to use to complete the missions. This is at least research points and influence points. Here you can see how many experience points we earned by completing this mission, and these in turn will give us ranks. The great thing about earning minerals as fast as possible is that you actually need minerals during the game as well, right? You need minerals to deploy units, to build structures, so on and so forth. So you want to have minerals when you play the game. And the number of minerals, the amount of minerals you actually acquire, that is how many minerals you get after the mission that you can then use for shopping purposes on the ship. So the question really becomes, how do you get as much minerals, as many minerals as possible during the mission, so you can actually enjoy and be very efficient in the mission in itself? Well, it starts obviously from building extractors. You want to be getting as many minerals as you get around the map. You can see where the mineral deposits are, and you want to do this anyway in a mode like Conquer, because if you don't deplete those mineral deposits, the enemies will use them for their benefit. They're gonna be spawning new spawners, and that means more monsters for you to kill, and the mission is gonna take longer. Another thing is that you want to continue killing many of these bugs, because some of them will leave behind minerals. They're the floating ones, so that's 100 minerals. You also want to keep your eyes open for supply drops, because some supply drops will also give you minerals. If so, it's gonna be 500 more. It's a nice little bonus during the mission, but also for your shopping purposes. Some missions will actually even have chests lying around, supply drops that have simply landed, and they will give you 500 minerals. Again, a nice boost to your economy. While this doesn't help you become any more richer, it's good to know for the mission that you can actually recycle things if you know you don't need them anymore, so you'll have more minerals at your disposal for the mission. You always want to do anything that helps, because you want to complete missions successfully to get most experience and all the other types of points. While it doesn't affect the multiplier on minerals directly, it's still helpful to win missions for your overall progression. As mentioned with experience points, you do want to play Galaxy Conquest because again, there's gonna be a bonus reward if you complete 3 missions successfully, and the reward is cycling. It can be experience, it can be minerals, or research points. So Galaxy Conquest, that's the place to be regardless. Here you can see how many minerals we earned during the mission. As you can see, that's the exact same amount of minerals we collected during the mission, and now we can use it on our ship to buy weapons and also to customize our ship, and who knows what else in the future. As the research station says, get more research points by completing Galaxy missions. Galaxy missions you complete by playing Galaxy Conquest, obviously.
Welcome back.
You play missions on these contested planets that keep changing. Right now it's this planet and this planet. It's all a part of this bigger board, and we're trying to conquer it from the box. Right now, Guardians, that's us, we have 33 planets, box have 5, and we try to make that 0 so that the Galaxy Conquest will end in our victory and everyone's gonna be happy. Let's pick Arctisia, a contested planet. These are the Galaxy missions. These are maps, these are missions that happen to be located on this Arctisia planet that happens to be contested between Guardians and bugs. So you play these missions and you complete them successfully, and you will get research points. The number of research points will be multiplied based on the difficulty level. As mentioned before, when you complete 3 Galaxy missions successfully, you're gonna get a bonus reward. It can be experience, minerals, or research points. And you can also see here, the harder the difficulty you use to play the mission, the greater the reward. In this example, where it's gonna be experience points, you're gonna get more if you use hard, more if you use insane. The same applies also to minerals and research points. So try to play as hard as a difficulty level as you can and gain more bonus rewards when you complete Galaxy missions. And that's why we want to improve in the game, right? Not just to make it more fun, but also we get these rewards so we can make the game even more fun by researching, by unlocking new weapons, and so on and so forth. Lastly, we have influence points. You can see our favorite planet Arctisia. It has a little bit of blue here on the left, mostly it's red. It means that it's almost fully conquered by bugs. So we really have to fill this bar with blue. That's the Guardian special energy, the Power Rangers energy that will conquer the planet to us eventually, and we need influence points to do that. How do we get influence points? Well, we have to dive into Arctisia. Every time we complete one of these missions successfully, one of these Galaxy missions successfully, we're going to be adding influence points to the planet so that this bar will become more blue, eventually completely blue, and we will conquer it for the Federation, for Guardians. And that's really what Galaxy Conquest is about. We want to fill up these bars on all the contested planets. Currently it's Arctisia, and then this Cthulhu, however you pronounce it, to conquer these planets, and eventually the current campaign will be over. The world will rejoice, the whole galaxy will rejoice, and also we're going to be rewarded with a galaxy reward. Whoever has this full when the Galaxy Conquest is over will get the galaxy reward. That is going to be one of the avatars. So influence points helps the whole community, but also you individually to gain galaxy rewards. With influence points as well, if you play on a harder difficulty, your number of influence points will be multiplied. So you get more influence points the harder the mission was. And also, if you play with other people, also the number of influence points will be multiplied based on how many people there were. So if there was 4 of you, it's going to be multiplied by 4. And if you played on harder insane, there's going to be the additional multiplier. And all this will contribute to conquering this planet, to Guardians, to the Federation. And isn't it just wonderful that again Galaxy Conquest is the place to be? As we have learned, you gain experience playing Galaxy Conquest, you gain minerals, research points, and even these impressive influence points that help the whole community and also yourself. So how to unlock everything in Guardians Frontline as fast as possible? First, learn the ropes by completing the campaign. There's no two ways about it. The campaign does a wonderful job showing you the basics and helps you become a contributing member of any team in the game. Second, play Galaxy Conquest. As we saw so many times, you can gain and earn all the different point types by playing Galaxy Conquest. It really is the place to be. Third, as you continue playing Galaxy Conquest, learn good habits along the way. Learn from other players. Watch these kind of videos if you like. You want to learn the winning way of playing the game. A few points related to this third point. The better you play, the more likely you're gonna complete the mission successfully. More likely you're gonna win the mission. And you get the rewards and multipliers. The better you play, more likely people wanna play with you. You become this unstoppable engine, this championship team that continues winning missions, continues completing missions successfully, and racking up points together. And as it's Galaxy Conquest, it's going to be all the different kinds of points together. And finally, when you become better at the game, you can ramp up the difficulty setting. And as we saw, many of the point types will actually give you multipliers if you play on a harder difficulty setting. If I would like to summarize the summary, play Galaxy Conquest, become good at the game. Period. See you out there, Guardian. Check the next video here, or maybe both.